sin began in heaven. While God was creating the world, things were going on in heaven too. Bad things. Things would not stay so lovely on this earth. There were problems brewing among the angels that God had created. They were given the ability to make choices and were given many powers. The only power they weren't given was the power to create. Only God can create. There are many great angels in the Bible. There was Wormwood, who was given control over all the waters of the earth, and also the great archangels, Michael and Gabriel. The greatest archangel of all, however, was Lucifer, called the Son of the Morning. Lucifer was God's right-hand man, partly equal with God himself. You would think that Lucifer would have been content, for he was the greatest person in the heavens except God himself. God had given him a very important position, but Lucifer became proud and began comparing what he had with what the other angels had. He saw that there were many angels serving under Michael, and that made Lucifer jealous. "That Michael," Lucifer muttered. "Look how all those angels think he's so great. Look at that kingdom he has." He snorted a bit as he narrowed his eyes. "Ha! I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a kingdom bigger and better than Michael's kingdom. And when Michael's angels see my beautiful kingdom, they will surely come to me. They will worship me." Yes, that sounds good," he crooned to himself. "And I will be like God." And as that thought grew in his mind, Lucifer grew more jealous and more hateful. "I really don't see why all of us worship God in the first place. God doesn't do anything I can't do." Which wasn't true, of course. "I deserve to be worshipped too," he continued with a snarl. "I will be worshipped. I will go up into heaven and put my throne above the angels of God. And I will be God." So Lucifer went up to the Northland and set up a brighter, prettier, better kingdom than Michael's. He was trying to use the beauty of his kingdom to trick as many of Michael's angels as he could. Lucifer had always covered evil with beauty. "If you will come to my kingdom," Lucifer said cunningly, "I will give you power and great positions. Aren't you tired of being unimportant? Aren't you tired of Michael's old-fashioned ways? I promise you something new and better." And Lucifer tricked them. Those angels liked Lucifer's promises, even if they weren't true. They thought that something this beautiful surely couldn't be bad, and millions of them chose Lucifer. They became his subjects. 2/3 of the angels in heaven went with Lucifer. However, I don't think that anything was going on that God didn't know about. And you can be sure that when the great Archangel Michael heard what was going on, he was ready to fight for God's kingdom. So the first battle that was ever fought began in heaven. Michael and his angels against Lucifer and his angels. It was a terrible battle between truth and lies, between good and evil, between those who would be loyal to God and those who would follow Lucifer. In the end, Michael and his army ran that great army of Lucifer's out. They kicked Lucifer and all his imps out of heaven, and they fell upon the earth. That is when the battle began here on earth, and begins in us, and has been raging ever since. We now call Lucifer Satan, for he is no longer the son of the morning. He is the devil, and the lesser angels that got kicked out with him are his demons. Satan and his demons came to destroy God's creation, God's children. But despite all the evil and the constant battles God's children must now face, everything was moving just perfectly according to God's great plan.